One of the problems that you talked about in your campaign was, or I guess one of the solutions rather, was connecting the communities of Homewood with sidewalks,
Sure.
right?
Yep.
So why is that? Why was that something that you felt like, hey, this is something that I want to base my campaign on? Why is that valuable?
Yeah. Several years ago, we started allocating money in our budget to building sidewalks, and we started with all of our schools. And so, essentially, we built sidewalks that connected our schools to our neighborhoods. But then you started to look around and say, okay, well, this is where the sidewalk ends. How do we connect these people that are, even further away?
Mm-hmm.
And so strategically, we've been working for several years on a sidewalk list, but there are still a lot of neighborhoods that feel disconnected because they can't get to the main sidewalk system, which would be like Broadway, Green Springs Highway, and essentially getting down to where the Greenway Trail is on
Okay.
Lakeshore.
Yeah.
And so a lot of those neighborhoods up in the Forest Brook area and right there off of Lakeshore, because it's such a busy highway, there's no sidewalks there. And so trying to connect those neighbors, because they want the ability to be able to walk just like all these other neighborhoods do. And if you can't provide them with a sidewalk or some sort of safe pedestrian travel, then they're going to feel cut off.
Yeah.
And so we want to be able to give the same ability and services to those residents as we do in some of the other places.
Gotcha.
It's not their fault they live in a more hilly area. If there's an area over in with that terrain where we're still able to put a sidewalk, we want to be able to do that.
Yeah, and then those people they don't have to have a car.
That's right.
They don't have to fight for parking.
That's right.
That type of stuff.
Correct. And I mean, I will say this, Homewood has always been considered one of the most walkable cities in Alabama because we have such good sidewalk systems. And a lot of those, we're continuing to improve on those because some of them are broken from trees and, car accidents and things like that. But, building an additional sidewalk system because we have so many people here that are active outside.
Does that create a lot of challenges in maintenance?
It certainly can, depending on where you're actually putting the sidewalks. Unfortunately, because we are an older city, we have a lot of older trees that are here, and root systems have gotten in and have broken up certain sidewalks. And in certain cases, we may have to take down a tree to be able to replace a sidewalk. But when we do that, we're certainly replacing the tree. It's just not with the same size because it has to grow.
Yeah.
It's certainly maintenance is part of that, but it's something that I think the benefit outweighs what the cost is, because again, so many people use the sidewalk. It's wonderful now that spring, or I guess summer, I think we skipped spring, it's a little hot, to see people out using those sidewalks. And that's really what what our purpose, or they fulfilled the purpose that they were built for.